that off.
No, it's I don't know if you want. I leave the camera and switch it on, and later I can send you file.
Oh, thanks.
Okay?
Thanks very much.
I find it useful, really.
Yeah.
To investigate all this.
Exciting.
So I leave it.
Thank you.
Right. So
Straps I've done.
Yes.
I can't remember.
instruments.
Instruments. Okay.
Right.
Do I need to turn?
Well,
Is that the altimeter?
the altimeter is showing 0.
Yeah.
Just tap the panel alongside the instrument itself, alongside the altimeter, not on the glass itself. Don't tap the glass, but just a quick.
What? Just
Yes.
that? All right. Okay.
You saw it just
Yeah.
the needle shake then.
Uh-huh.
Settled on 0. That's
Yeah.
fine. If it hadn't, you'd adjust it with the knob.
Right.
There.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
No broken glasses. Everything's reading normally.
Yep.
In other words, the variometers are on 0. The altimeter is set to 0. And that's it. The ASI's down at the bottom. And one thing we'll do, which you won't need just yet, but the ASI, look where the critical speeds are on the ASI, the airspeed indicator. That's the one slightly to the left there with the yellow and green
That one.
marks on
Yep.
it, etc. So this glider will stall at just below 40 knots.
Okay.
So you look where 40 knots is.
Yeah.
We want to go up the launch at 55 knots ideally,
Mhm.
and at that we can go into a full steep climb.
Right.
If we've got only 50 knots, we won't climb quite as steeply,
Okay.
right? But we need at least sort of 45 and increasing to start going into the climb
Mhm.
smoothly, and hopefully we'll have 55 to be able to get into a full climb.
Okay.
So a quick glance at that as you're going up the launch
Yeah.
is what we'll be doing,
Okay.
to just make sure that we've got adequate speed.
Yep.
And that's it basically. We got the launch, you know where that needle should be,
Yeah.
and if it's starting to drop down from there at a quick glance at it every so often, then you do something about it. And what we do is we lower the nose if the speed is dropping,
Right.
so that we're reducing the load on the winch, and we're also telling the winch driver we'd like more speed.
Right.
That's the signal for more speed please, is lowering the nose positively.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yep.
right. So that's instruments.
F.
Yes, there's flaps, which we don't have
Flaps.
on this aircraft.
Yep.
Yep. T is the trim, which is
Right.
the green knob on the left here.
I've not done anything with that yet.
Okay, well, what you do is slide it fully forwards. You're just checking the range of movement. Fully
Yep.
back.
Yep.
Now move it to about the middle.
Okay.
Okay, and then a bit further forward. I don't know if there's a nought on about there somewhere. If there's a nought on the side
Oh
of the
yeah, I see.
cockpit, yeah.
Yeah, that's about
If you put the knob about there, what that does is it trims the glider to want to fly on its own at roughly an approach speed.
Okay.
So if we have a cable brake,
Yeah.
we're not fighting having to push the stick hard forwards during the next bit of the flight.
Right.
So set that there, and we're roughly trimmed for an approach. We're not trimmed for the launch, so the launch we may have to be pulling
Okay.
on the stick, but come to that when you do the launching itself.
Yeah.
So that's the trim set. Then we have CBE at the end.
Eventualities.
Well, eventualities is at the end, but the
Oh,
next C
what?
is
Sorry, what was it? C?
CBE again. So you start with CB,
CBE again.
sift,
Right.
CB,
Canopy?
canopy, yep, exactly. So pull that over now, so take it by the red knob if you like, and pull it over. You see it come over centre, don't let it drop, that's it. Gently down, and then,
Back to lock, is it?
yes, back to lock. You can see it engaging
Yep.
there. It's locked in the back, and just give it a push upwards on the knob to just make sure that it is locked.
Yep. Locked.
Okay,
Yep.
canopy closed and locked, and then the last B is brakes. Which are the air brakes?
Is that one?
It is that one. So pull it fully out. Felt the over centre lock there as it came unlocked.
Okay. Yep.
Fully out. About half close them, closing together,
Yep.
and then closed and locked.
Locked. Okay.
So you say those out loud. Canopy closed and locked, and then brakes closed and locked. Okay.
Now.
Then-
Yep.
that way you've done those. Eventualities, for now I will look after those.
Okay.
So if we have an eventuality, I will worry about it.
Yeah.
We'll we'd be thinking about things like, what if the cable breaks? What's the wind direction do I need to allow for drift on the launch?
Yeah.
Is there low cloud? What approach speed do I want? Things like that are the things that you decide just before you fly,
Right.
so that they're fresh in your mind, so that if anything happens, you're ready for it.
Sure.
You don't have to start thinking, oh, what speed should I have?
Yeah. Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so we now say to the man outside, checks complete, brakes closed and locked, cable on please.
Checks complete. Brakes.
Closed and locked.
Brakes checked and locked. Is that right?
Closed and locked.
Closed and locked. Sorry.
That's fine.
Cable on, please.
And then pull,
Canopy.
yes,
And
pull the yellow knob.
I said canopy secure. Yeah, canopy secure. Sorry.
Close.
Need to get that now.
Yeah, that's all right. A good thing to do when you're letting go of the yellow knob, don't feed it in gently. Just let it go.
Okay.
It goes with a bit of a bang, but that's fine.
Yeah.
It makes sure that there's no stiction in the system and that the hook does fully close.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Right, so if you want to put your right hand on the stick and follow me through on the launch,
Yeah. Okay.
you can remember pretty much what happens, presumably.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm putting the stick more or less in the middle, but a little forward of neutral.
Right.
And what I want to try and do is have not the nose wheel banging on the ground, but not the tail wheel banging on the ground
Right.
either. So it's balanced on the main wheel. So I'll just make a small adjustment for that as necessary. It's coming off the ground, and it's going into the climb. The speed's 60, so I can rotate into the climb. Here we are in a full climb, still got 60 knots, dropping to 55, starting to drop even lower. Just maintaining climb up to 800 feet now on cloud base.
Yeah.
It's getting better,
Yeah.
getting foggier. We'll just keep going and see what we find. Nose is being pulled down now. There's the top of the launch. There's a bit of blue, there's a bit of ground underneath us, and a bit of blue sky. Just in a little hole.
Ooh.
Right, I'll continue flying it for a minute until you can see something
Yeah.
sensible.
Sure. Yeah.
You're getting an idea of what it's like, sort of not in cloud, but sort of in murky conditions.
Yeah.
So you've got no horizon at all.
No.
So I'm flying by instinct rather than visually.
Right.
Seems to be more cloud now. There was quite a lot of blue gaps. Well, there were quite a lot of blue gaps, but I'm trying to find one. I'm going to turn left now. Just check on where we are. There's the airfield. You see it there?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So now you have control. You see the amount of ground in view over the nose, such as it is.
Yeah.
Try and keep the attitude constant and keep the wings level for a minute. Okay, so we're on to start a turn to the left. So quick look round to the right first, then right round to the left, nothing in the way. Move the stick gently to the left. And I'm going to move the rudder a little bit as well. Keeping the attitude constant. Centralise the stick now, don't let it get too steep. Nose has dropped a little bit. That's it. Now bring the wings level. Just straighten up. I'm applying a little bit of rudder. That's it. Good. You've stopped the nose climbing too much. That's good. Okay, so we'll fly straight for a minute. We're now onto our circuit. So just a gentle turn to the right, so just a little bit to the right, looking left, looking right, and then just a little bit of wing down, but not too much. That's enough. And gradually we'll come round a turn. Just maintain the angle of bank. straighten up there. Level the wings. Level now, have a look out at them. That's it, look.
Are they not level? No.
They weren't.
Oh, right.
you just got them level as you looked out. That's the sensitive. Just keep straight at the moment. Right, we start increasing the speed a little bit for the approach now.
So
So
go
just move
down.
the stick forwards a little bit so there's more ground in view. That's fine. And now I'll just move the trimmer forwards. You'll feel the effect of the trimmer now.
Right.
Did you feel that?
Yeah.
Okay, round to the right now. I have control. Follow me through though, sorry. Just turning right now. We've set up our approach speed. Race leg now. Maintaining the airspeed, looking out at the landing area, turning right again here, onto the final, fly forwards until we want about half air brake. That's about there now, comfortable, open half air brake, down we come, and as we get to the ground we're rounding out, flying parallel to the ground, touchdown, stick right back after landing. Just turn down the hill slightly. Roll to a halt. You notice the stick stays right on the back stop
Yeah.
the whole way back there. Okay,
Right.
right. Ooh. That's interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah. It wasn't the cloud.
Yes. Yes, you can see there's not so many blue gaps, but there are blue gaps.
Yeah.
We just couldn't find any.
No.
So,
Everyone's different, I find.
Oh,
That's
yes.
about my fifth, yeah, but
Right,
everyone's different.
Oh yes. Oh, that's what's nice about gliding.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to find.
No.
Day on day or flight on flight even. Every other glider is on this side with a poke out.
I can do this myself, then.
Yes.